So far, oh, it says we're live. Hi, everybody. Hopefully, let's see if you
Hello.
guys can see us or not. Everybody say hello. Just waiting for some confirmation. If you can hear us, say hello.
Is anybody out there?
I know. They're not responding yet, so I'm hoping that means they can see us. All right. I guess we're going to assume that everybody can see us or hear us. Yeah? Hey, somebody said hey. I don't know if that means they can see us. Let us know if you can see and hear us.
There's a commercial coming on in a second.
Oh, thank you. Okay. How that works.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, Bjorn's logging in right now.
Oh, Bjorn says he's logging in now. Great.
All right. Let me see if I get him. Hopefully he'll be able to come through. I don't know. Oh, they can hear us and see us. Is the commercial down, Beth?
Yes.
Okay. Good.
Hello, everybody.
Thank you so much for joining us. We're excited to see you all again and bring you some updates as to where we're at and what's happening. Let us know if you hear something that we're unaware of. It would be great. Bjorn is going to join us here in a moment. I'm going to see if I can get him in. So let's pause for a moment. If you guys want to, chat. Oh, it's a bit echoey, she says. Beth and Jonathan seem to have echoes, but Michelle's is fine.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I know. And by echo, we mean that same thing that happened last time. Is that what they're saying?
30-second delay. Yeah, we mean about that. I'll try to talk real slowly. Hopefully y'all can understand us.
All right, hang on. How do I get Bjorn into our conversation is going to be the next question. Can I bring him in? So are they saying like we're having the same thing that happened last time? Uh-oh. Bjorn's not online just yet. Oh, did you guys freeze? Or just to me? Hey guys, sorry. Garden has been watered. Did I lose Beth and Jonathan? Oh, there you are. Seem to have an echo. Okay. All right. Beth and Jonathan, if you can hear, go ahead and say something. Beth and Jonathan, can you hear me? You are doing fine. The other two are frozen. Oh no. I think, unfortunately, in attempting to bring Bjorn online, we lost Beth and Jonathan. So give me just a moment to get them back, okay? All right.
Hello?
Hi. I think we lost you. Sorry. Did we got Jonathan back?
Nope.
2 of 3 on the call. Bjorn, are you with us?
Yep.
Okay. Let's see if we get Jonathan back. Sorry, guys. Thanks for hanging in there for a minute. Is there or I don't know if they can hear you just yet. Well, Bjorn, are you with us? Oh, you're here. Okay. I'm trying to bring you into the conversation. Hang on just a second.
Is your camera on?
Yeah. Hang on.
I'm looking.
I've got a Skype signal. You're overwhelming all of us, Bjorn. Sorry, Jonathan. I just don't. I don't have a camera on him yet.
Jonathan's gone.
Yeah, I've lost him. Thanks for hanging in there with us, guys. Give us just a minute. Technical stuff is great.
Hello.
Oh, did we
You're
get?
back.
We got Jonathan back. Yay!
Hey, hi.
I knew you were out
Still
there.
no Bjorn.
We got him. I think we got him.
Nope.
Did we lose him? Oh,
Well, he's not here right now.
oh, for heaven's sakes!
Can you two just get your stuff together?
Oh wait, it says Bjorn's on hold. Hang on. Let me see if I can get him back.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, Bjorn. Why is it on hold?
There he is.
He's back?
Oh, hey. Oh, hey.
Sorry.
Oh,
We-
he has a picture. Hey, let's bring Bjorn into everybody else's screen. Hang on. All right, guys.
Awesome.
So let's see. Oh, there he is. You should be live here.
Did
Some
you
good
sleep
looking,
in?
Okay,
I like your bed head, Bjorn.
Yeah.
Thank you.
hang on. Bjorn should come up on everybody's screen. The echoes are back for Jonathan and Beth.
Did you literally just roll out of bed?
Yeah, sorry, I didn't. I was only thinking of June 14th of our meeting.
Oh, yeah. Okay. How does Bjorn sound, everybody? Has he got an echo too?
Hi everyone, thanks for joining.
They're saying
Glad to be here.
everybody's got an echo but me. Isn't that great?
Oh, dear.
All right.
Well, you talking.
I'm not going to take that personally.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to play for a minute. Can you guys talk with them for a minute? And I'm going to see if I can fix this echo on you guys. Just keep talking so I can keep playing with it, okay? So.
Okay.
Yeah. So if they're asking questions, you go for it. I hope you can't hear that. Oh, ouch. Oh my God. Okay, sorry. That was
Everyone has an echo except Michelle.
perfect. Okay, I'm gonna try something. All right, can you guys still talk?
We're still talking. Hi, JJ. How are you doing?
Okay. I can't hear the echo, so It's not as bad as last time if you slow down. Does that mean, Maggie, we should all like draw out our words like really long?
Hey, Maggie.
Maggie McKenzie is online with us. Maggie is Justin and Michael's daughter, Mandy. And so she has climbed online with us this morning. All right.
Glad to see you, Maggie.
Yeah. All right. Let me know if echo go away. No kidding. Okay. I apologize, you guys. I wish we thought we had figured it out, and apparently we have to slow down. So I'm going to keep working on it. Jonathan, I'm going to give you the floor for a minute because Jonathan would like to share something on behalf of all of us.
Michelle.
Yes.
We can still try the thought of turning on the mic between talking times if that will help.
Sure. Yeah.
I don't know.
All right. So let me silence Beth.
Oh, okay. Everybody's in silence except for me.
I'm going to silence Beth, and I'm going to silence Bjorn, and try to talk for us, Jonathan, and see if what we get.
Okay, well, hopefully I'm not echoing too much. I think we just wanted to take a second because there's a lot going on right now, and I think it needs to be said that everybody on the More Than Only team stands in solidarity with the Black Lives Matter movement and the protesters who are out there demanding justice right now. Yeah, I hope this echo is not too bad, but I just want to say George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, Ahmaud Arbery, Tamir Rice, Trayvon Martin, Oscar Grant, Eric Garner, Philando Castillo, Samuel DuBose, Sandra Bland, Walter Scott, Terrence Crutcher, Tony McDade, and just far too many more names, and that's really the problem. So, yeah, do what you can. If protesting out in the streets is what you can do, or sharing social justice on the internet, or contributing, if you can afford to the ACLU or many other different organizations that are working to bring justice to people in our country who desperately need it. And that's all I wanted to say on that.
All right. So I think right now just me and Jonathan's microphones are live for a minute. Hopefully that's making the sound a little bit better. And I'll bring the others live if you guys signal me to turn you back on. Because I'm not sure if I can hear you either. But anyway, we wanted to bring you guys some updates and then talk with you, share with you information, and let you know where we're at. So if you were with us when we went live, you might have heard Bjorn mention June 14th, which is next Sunday. The cast is going to be doing a Skype meeting where our intention is to set filming dates. I spoke with the crew last weekend. Everybody is ready to start setting dates and get things coordinated and organized as far as locations and making sure that we have a crew in place. So the cast is meeting next week on Skype to achieve the same thing. So we are going to set up specific filming dates for the first 3 episodes. The first 3 episodes have, oh good, somebody said there's no more echo. Hey, we might have actually figured something out. Surprise. The first 3 episodes have been written. They're probably about 95% done. We're just doing some small tweaking at this point. Yeah, so we're ready to move forward. We have actually raised almost $15,000. And so we're closing in on what we need to film the first 3. Everybody working on the movie has always been exceedingly gracious about working at lesser rates than such talented people should work at. And so we're going to be able to pull this off a lot of times because of that. So we're going to be able to move forward with filming, and our hope is to film in August. Of course, this is still COVID dependent. Right now, because of Memorial Day weekend, and a lot of people are out and about and not wearing masks and taking social distancing very seriously. And then, of course, right now, with such sad events that took place, and with the Black Lives Matter movement, that is so very important. And, it should have happened years ago. And unfortunately, it's happening during a time of a pandemic. I'm totally behind the protests. I think they're long overdue. Unfortunately, just at a time of a pandemic, it does mean that we could see a surge in cases. Oregon, in the last 24 hours, had about 1,000 new cases, which isn't bad. But considering we've been under 5,000 since this started, it's hard to say where that's going to go. So we're gonna set dates though, and then we're going to watch and see how things unfold so that we can start getting organized. But I'm super excited to be filming again. I adore these guys. I adore this crew, and I'm so excited to be writing for them again. I think I've said before, as soon as I found out that the guys were in and that they were interested in reprising these roles, I think I wrote the first 3 scripts in about a week and a half. And then when it became clear, though, that we couldn't do those 3 because it would require a crowd of people to be in one of the episodes, I wrote the next 3 over a couple of weeks as well. So it's been a blast, and I'm so excited to be doing this. And we're so very thankful to you guys for helping us make this a possibility. So I see a couple of people, Nate did what's called a super chat, where you can make a small donation and ask a question. So so if you do that, ask us a question. It sticks out to us. And I know that's somewhere on your screens. I honestly don't remember where. Beth, do you remember where that happens?
The super chat?
Yeah.
Super chat? Well, when you go to type in a comment, you have the emojis that are to the left and the $ to the right. And so I believe you can just click on those, and it gives you the option. Oh yeah, click on the $ on the right, and you can do either a super sticker or a super chat. If you do the chat, you're able to ask a question. So I definitely utilize that one more so than the sticker, as cute as they are.
So you can see on your screen, if you guys are following the conversation thus far, that Nate donated $1.99. So thank you so much. But type us in a question, because then it really sticks out to us, and it's easy to see. And Bjorn and Jonathan, if either of you have something to say. I can still hear you. I could hear Beth before I turned on her mic there. And I just need to reactivate you so that everybody else can hear you. Because I'm the only one that can hear you, I think. Okay, perfect. But anyway, so things are going great. We're progressing towards filming. We released merchandise a couple of weeks ago, and a lot of you jumped on that, and it's been fantastic. And please, once you receive it, I want pictures. I want pictures of you wearing all of those t-shirts. Beth actually designed all of that. So Beth is actually the driving force behind that merchandise. She designed the bags, the t-shirts. She took your suggestions and ideas and put all of that together. And in our first run, so you have to, the way that this system works is they all go live. They give you X amount of time to purchase an item. And you'll see on each item there's a countdown. And when that countdown hits 0, what it means is that the company that we're buying through will produce all of those items. So like if 3 cups of the pause and unpause were ordered, when the countdown is complete, those 3 cups will be produced and shipped. So that's why there's kind of a lag time of sending these things out. So the first run is done, and we counted down to 0. And so those are all underway. And my understanding is that they will all be shipping this week. So everybody who ordered in the first run, and as far as like our share of merchandise, we made just under $400 on that first merchandise run, which is super exciting. And I think almost every single item on that list, and I think there was like 12 items. I mean, there was a lot. Everything sold at least once, so which was super exciting. But I would love a picture. We even the Michael RN T-shirt sold, which I thought was super cute, and I almost bought it myself, but I thought it might be kind of creepy if Bjorn saw me wearing it. So I was like, okay, no, I won't buy that one. But I thought it was super cute. Maybe it's because I'm a nurse. I don't know. But merchandise is still out there, and all of those funds do go directly to helping us film and get closer to our needed goal. I've been getting PayPal donations on Patreon. I think we have 10 people who've been donating monthly, and it varies a little bit with, looks like we lost Jonathan. It varies a little bit with, I forgot what I was saying, I'm sorry. So Patreon, I think we have 10 people who are donating monthly, and it varies anywhere from the $5 increment all the way up to $1,000 that people can donate to us monthly. And and little by little, we are climbing. And so I thank you for coming in. And people have discovered, though, if they donate to us via PayPal or even sending a check to us, that we are also trying to give you all the things that people on Patreon are getting for the month that you donate to us, because it means so much to us that you guys are willing to support us like that. Oh, there he is. He's back. To support us like that and and allow us to film again, which is something I did not think was going to happen. So please, if you're able, we are forever thankful. Of course, DVDs are still on sale, and people have been purchasing those. I'm just looking at my notes to make sure that I say everything. Countdown. You lost. I just got a text that said you lost Jonathan. I got him back. If you have never been to our website, visit our website. It's www.oc. Oh no, it's my children's theater. It's www.morethanonly.org. Is it org? It's org. So visit our website. There's tons of information. You can read the bios on the cast. You can see behind the scenes photos. There's videos, and there's a way to contact us. If you go to our contact us page, you can see our email address, which actually comes directly to me. You can also, people have asked for our address to send donations, and you can find that there. Last little thing that I want to share with you is we had stickers made. They're lovely stickers. I actually bought one myself. It's on my computer. But these are for sale. You can find them on our website. They're only $5. That includes shipping. If you live in the United States, if you live outside the United States, they're $8 to cover international shipping. So if you're interested in something simple, small, but a very cool logo, which again was designed by Beth for us. So somebody just asked, and I just want to clarify, you said, can donations only be done with Patreon? No. People have been going on our website and donating through PayPal. Or people have been mailing checks to our P.O. box from our website. And all of the above will work, and all of the above go directly towards filming. As do DVD sales. Everything is going directly towards our filming goal. Okay. Anybody have something they want to add before we answer questions? Answer questions. I guess we're not asking, we're answering. Yeah? Okay. I just want to make sure. Beth, I lost you. Did you duck out of your camera?
My camera keeps showing everything but me. I'm not sure what's
going on.
on.
Oh, no. Okay. Well, we can hear her, but we can't see her. She is there, but we only see something on her wall. All right. So we're going to come over here. You guys are going to have to be patient with me because I'm going to try to open up microphones here, and let's see. If the echo comes back really strong, somebody please let me know. But what I'm going to do is try to buffer it a little bit here. All right. So guys, if you see a question there, feel free to interact. I'm just going to buffer here for a minute.
Hey, Susan. Hey, Julia. Happy Pride to you, too.
All right. Here we are. It's coming back to your way to go, Beth. Oh, you must be complimenting on multiple things she's done. Brian, hi. Brian lives here in Oregon, and we've been in touch via PayPal, via email a few times. So glad you're here. Is your fiance online? Make sure they say hello as well. And yeah, Brian's been donating through PayPal for the last couple of months. So thank you very much, truly, from the bottom of our hearts. Our echo is back. Okay. So,
because everybody's mic is on.
So let me know if one of you is going to answer a question, and I will activate you. Okay.
We'll just raise our hands. We'll see.
Unfortunately, there's a.
Does it work if we mute our?
Yes, that would be a lot easier.
Michelle Julia is asking about Justin and Michael's future.
Yes.
Maybe talk about that a little bit.
What did the question?
It just said, "Hey Julia, can you yeah, we can talk a little bit about the upcoming episodes."
Okay. Then you guys are turning yourselves on and off. Is that right? Okay.
Yeah.
And it's gone super quiet. Okay, hang on. Let me make adjustments. So if you guys are adjusting your own microphones, that's great. So I'm going to turn the volume back up here on the buffer. Hang on. And then we'll just take turns. And then hopefully, if mine stays live, we won't be so bad. When you do this, I don't know if anybody's ever done this before, you have to like manhandle several different screens at the same time. All right, so back to Justin. I struggle a lot because Jonathan's name starts with a J and Justin starts with a J, and I am constantly like making it wrong. So if I accidentally call Justin Jonathan, I am talking about the same person. So where are they? Well, where we last left them, they had been married approximately 8 years in the film. Their daughter in the film was 7 years old. So Mandy, another double thing. Let me complete a sentence. So she's now almost 13 years old. The little girl who played Mandy in the film, her name is Maggie McKenzie. She's actually, I think, still online with us because she got in this morning. And she is almost 13 years old. So they've now raised an almost teenager. So as far as their relationship, I get asked this a lot. Are they going to stay together? Of course. Justin and Michael are a forever thing. I think they're going to go through their trials, but they're also going to have their multiple triumphs. They are it for each other. So if that answers that question, because I've been asked that a few times. In the first few episodes, it's tough because I really hope we get to film more, and I would love to share some exciting news with you guys that I'm still kind of waiting on. We have been approached by some folks who are interested in helping us make more episodes. I'm calling them episodes, short films. But until everything is official, who knows? But my hope is maybe we can keep going on. I'm not sure how far behind everything is because it's funny what I hear. Anyway, so the first 3 episodes, where I decided to go when I had to write my second set of 3, I wasn't real sure what I wanted to do yet. Jonathan, not trying to direct where the first 3 would go, but he just had ideas, and he emailed me. And he sent me a paper, I think it was a couple pages long, where he really was exploring Justin and kind of where he would be this many years later. He hasn't now seen his parents for 16, 17 years. But that doesn't mean that the memory of that hurt has gone away, and the PTSD that he possibly suffers from, and kind of how he could be triggered by that. So I kind of took a lot of Jonathan's ideas and what he fed to me, because in the end, as a director, I've been directing for about 38 years. As a director, I've always believed that once I give a character to an actor or a performer, that it's theirs. And I trust them emphatically. If I don't trust you, why would I give you the part? And what Jonathan did with Justin in the original film was so beautiful, and everything that I could have wished for Justin. So trusting his feedback now, I think, is huge, because he lived in Justin's body, and just did magnificent things with it, and found that headspace that is Justin. So his contribution to these 3 scripts was huge, and continues to be. So the first 3, it will kind of dive into some of that. So we're going to have a really lighthearted first episode. You're going to meet Mr. and Mrs. Garner, Michael's parents, and they are the same man and woman who played Mr. and Mrs. Garner in the film. So if you watch the film and you watch the end of the wedding scene, the end of when they're coming down the stairs, the last couple that they hug at the bottom, that is Mr. and Mrs. Garner. They are both coming back, and they are going to pick up. So we're going to kind of introduce them, kind of see their relationship with Justin, with Michael, with Mandy, with Brooke, and what that looks like. And then episode 2 and 3, so it's kind of an arc, will continue. And Justin's going to have an event that kind of puts him in a place where he really needs to reflect again over his relationship, or lack thereof, with his father, and kind of get him back into a place where he can continue to move forward positively with Michael and with Mandy and Brooke, and his family, that is Mr. and Mrs. Garner. So I'm really excited, and I'm ready, and we're actually going to go back to the beach and film on the beach again, which I'm really excited about. We're primarily filming, we're filming entirely in Oregon, Brian was asking. But we'll be filming mostly around the Oregon City area. And then when we film at the beach, we've been filming in Bandon, Oregon. And we are planning on going back there again, and filming in the same place. So hope that answers your question. Kind of long stream, but hey, Victor, thanks for sending the sticker there. Don't forget to ask us a question. If you guys put out a sticker, we'd love to interact with you directly. It makes it stand out. I see a question here from JC. Hi, JC. I'm glad you're online with us. Are you planning on working with 222? 222 is the amazing musicians from the UK that wrote the original score for More Than Only the film. The film is about an hour and 46 minutes long, and they wrote about an hour and 20 minutes of music. The Cabin Project wrote 2 original songs for the film and contributed a couple of others. But 222, yes, they are on board, and they're going to help compose the music for the short film series. So I'm very excited about that. Cool. Hi, Michelle. This is awesome. Hi, Lola. Thank you for getting on board with you. Lola is a nurse at my hospital, and so she told me she was going to try to get online and see us online. All right.
It looks like Victor posted a question earlier before he put his boost in. Will there be a storyline dealing with marital infidelities on either party? I don't know. I'll give anything away. You just have to stay tuned and find out.
Oh, man. I don't want to give anything away, but honestly, it's crossed my mind. But would there actually be infidelity? Absolutely not.
They're too much in love. They're such a happy, healthy couple. They would ever.
No,
You can tell a white lie to each other.
I think I value this relationship too much. And I think what they have is very much, it's a very supportive relationship on both sides. I think what I really would like to show, if we get to do more episodes, is that you all get to see how Justin has supported Michael as well. I think often Justin is seen as the weaker one to a degree because he's had so much happen to him that he has a lot of emotional turmoil sometimes. But like Justin said in the film, I hope I can do as much for him someday. And Brooke reassures him that he has. And if you really watch the film and you watch small nuances that some of them, Bjorn, not some of them, all of them, Bjorn picked up on such small nuances that he gave them to you. Those places where Justin evolved Michael. Because Michael he had walls too, and Justin helped bring those walls down. And I think through their marriage and through their lives together, Justin has been there for Michael just as much. And I've had in my mind episodes where Justin has to be the stronger of the two. And I think honestly, when it comes to this relationship, it's not about who's the submissive or who's the dominant or anything like that. I think it's more about who gets out of bed first. It's that they take care of each other. They support and love and raise up each other, and through that, their relationship thrives.
Thank you, Kevin. Thank you, Kevin, for sending us another donation. We appreciate it.
Kevin, thank you so much.
Let's see, Markham Emily. How does it feel to be part of an LGBT movie that has thousands of people? Pretty great. Do you guys have any thoughts on that?
It's fantastic to be part of something bigger than yourself, to have this influence on others.
It's just a privilege and an honor to do what we do, and to be able to represent this kind of story, to show it in a positive way, and just try to be a good example genre is it feels really good. Feels great. Please feel free to keep reaching out from people on Instagram and Facebook about their stories and how they relate to Justin and Michael, their hopes for the future, and it's just beautiful. I'm crying all the time reading those messages. Appreciate it. Stay strong out there.
Yeah, your messages mean so much, you guys, on YouTube, and I've gotten ones emailed to me, and frequently when you guys email me, I try to forward them to Jonathan and Bjorn. Once I got a beautiful message about our composers, so I forwarded it to them. For me, this really is a shared experience, and we are getting all of this because of the people who supported me and allowed this to happen. So I'm glad that they're seeing those messages too. Yes, I am the one answering all of the questions on YouTube. I've been asked that a couple of times. Who's the person interacting with us? And that is all me. 99% of the time, every so often, someone else chimes in, I think. But it means the world to me that this film is having the impact that it's having. So we thank you for that and for sharing it. And I think we've said out there, and it's kind of getting around, that I've been posting translations. I think so far the film has been translated 12 times, 13 times into a multitude of languages. So thank you to everybody for contributing to that and for helping to make that happen. And if you have other suggestions or wants for that, let us know. Because if I can get it, I certainly will. Did we freeze? Uh-oh, super chat not showing up on my screen.
I think we're getting some echoes again. Hopefully people are able to understand us more or less. Let's see.
Would have to be the Porsche. It's a bit. You love the movie, but you didn't like the Porsche. That's funny. Believe it or not, the original car was supposed to be a Prius, but we got a Porsche. But I don't think Jonathan will complain.
No, that was fun. I've never driven a car that nice before. 4 cents.
The irony of that car is the family that loaned it to us, I think he sold it the week after we finished filming. So the car isn't even in the area anymore. 2 quick questions that I saw was, Markham, Emily, you wrote Ode to a Snore, which reminded me of something. We've had a couple of people now ask, somebody's saying they've got echoes again. I've had a couple of people ask about merchandise or things that say Ode to a Snore, or say, what's the line, Jonathan? A cross between a chainsaw and a dinosaur with a head cold. I've seen that question a couple of times. You can actually request your own phrase or statement on merchandise. So feel free to submit it. And if we can do it, and if it supports the film in a positive way, we could probably make it happen. Somebody else had asked, Justin repeating some of his father's attitude towards his daughter in education, like father, like son, is actually something that Jonathan has talked to me about. Jonathan, do you want to comment on that?
Yeah, sure. I just think it's part of the justice processing. His parents are his only real example of how to parent. So as he goes through the process dealing with the way his father treated him, he naturally question his own parenting skills. We've talked a little bit about in few scripts, Justin still hearing his father's voice in his head, and having to kind of fight that, and then hearing his own voice in his head, the way he might be too stern, Mandy, or just concerned that he's not doing all that he can. When you're rejected by your supposed to love you unconditionally, it's hard not to question whether or not you're not enough the way you are. So I think we will be exploring that in the first few episodes and ongoing as the series progresses. Yeah, it's a good question. Also, like Paul M asked, more about Michael's injury as a child. I don't know if either of you want to talk to that at all, or
Bjorn, do you want to say anything, or I can comment on that?
Yeah, you might have to. I mean, will it be revealed or the bullying coming up? I'd like you to talk about that. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, as far as like what happened, I think he described it pretty well in the film, but it actually has crossed my mind. I mean, and much like Justin, could something send him reeling into an episode where he potentially himself has a PTSD about that event? That was a pretty traumatic event where he was injured badly enough to wind up in an ICU because from being kicked and hit like that, the potential for bleeding and internal damage is very high. But I have actually, that has crossed my mind, that potentially Brian might make a reappearance. But again, how many years later is this? And what would that unfold and look like? And how would Michael handle that? And how would Justin handle that? As, again, where we talked about how they share, because how they share that load together, is important. And so yeah, that particular thought has crossed my mind.
Again, sorry about the echo. If people are still hearing that, just want to clarify. Somebody's asking what PTSD is. We kind of threw that around. It stands for post-traumatic stress disorder. It's sort of a common consequence of dealing with an emotional or physical trauma in your past. I don't know if you want to talk to that more, Michelle, since you have a medical background. But just wanted to clarify that for Nate.
Yeah, well, I think what Jonathan just said is straight on. You hear a lot of PTSD mentioned in sometimes extreme cases, like men and women who've gone to war, things that they've seen, that once they're home, they're constantly triggered or remembering events and can't quite shut them down in their minds. So it can really take you over emotionally and physically. It can be a very crippling disorder. Incest and rape victims, things like that. So, for Justin, years and years and years of emotional abuse. For Michael, that physical abuse, and he, as a young man, had feelings for this other young man, and they were reciprocated until they were threatened. And then that was taken from him, and that was his first experience as a young man with having reciprocated feelings from another young man. So that can certainly leave a lot of scars that can be brought up very easily, either by seeing the person again or seeing something else that triggers it. So it could be interesting. So
Michelle. It sounds like you need to try turning your mic off when you're not talking.
Yeah, I was just reading that too. Unfortunately, I can only see part of the screen at a time. So yeah, I'll try it. All right.
I just want to say, I totally agree with Susan Morgan talking about watching an LGBTQ plus film that doesn't have a sad ending, and it shows what some couples can be like surrogacy. I couldn't agree more. It's an unfortunate motif in the genre where we tend to find ourselves in the sad ending. I think Michelle, if I'm not mistaken, you were saying something about when you were in early drafts, original script, you got some feedback suggested that kill Justin's character at the end for dramatic purposes, and you pushed back on that. Yeah.
Let me know if you can't hear me, because I've got 3 microphones that are running for me, and I can't tell honestly which one is mine. So I'm going to try to hush these guys. Yes, to answer that question, the very first time can't. Hi, I'm back, probably. Regardless, what I was saying is that, yes, I was encouraged to kill Justin off at the end of the code, which I was like, absolutely not. He needs to find his happy ever after. He needs to go through what he went through and discover that, you do get to have that in your life if you just hang on. So yeah, there was no way that he was going to die. Is it still saying they can't hear me? Oh no, I'm back on. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm back. I'm glad that marital infidelity is out of the storyline. Absolutely not. Yeah, no, they love each other too much. It doesn't mean there wouldn't be jealousy. It doesn't mean that there wouldn't be other issues, but that neither one of them would ever cross that line. Cool. Can you guys still hear me? You've gone very quiet too.
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you the whole time. I can hear you the whole time.
Oh,
hello, Rolando. Hello, Rolando. Just saying hi to you. Just saying hi to you. And
Michelle, how much of the old crew is going to be back?
How much the old crew? For those of you who have seen the film, which I'm assuming is all of you that are with us right now, Darren Hartman is our director of photography, and if you're not really sure what that means or what he does, he is the gentleman who did all the camera work, and he has the most amazing talent. The film he gave me, because of his ability to see a shot and to just play with angles and lighting, and he is back, and he was key. Getting that same quality of photo, I knew I needed to have Darren back, and so he's back. He loved the film. He loved the guys. He loved working on the set, so he was excited to do it again. So Darren is back. He's leading our team. And then from our original crew, the guys kind of came from all over. The set of guys who did our original film, they went to film school together. So that's kind of how they all came here, but they were dispersed around the United States and came in to film More Than Only. So some of them have gone back. So two of the guys are in Los Angeles. One of them is out of state right now. So we're going to have a lot of new crew joining us, but we're also going to have a lot of familiar faces back. And some people who did other positions originally when we filmed are going to be coming into new ones when we do this one. So I'm really excited. I think we're going to have a solid crew led by Darren. Yeah, I'm ready to go.
Susan Morgan asked what kind of stories would Justin write. That's a good question. That's a good question. The first movie is a memoir. I always thought Justin was going to maybe write like self-help or something. Who knows? Maybe he's writing novels. Did we get some title suggestions from folks? Didn't we?
We did. We've been. If you guys haven't been on our YouTube community page. Sometimes myself or someone else posts a picture, like a behind the scenes photo, but one of the latest things that I posted was a picture of the original book from the film. I have an entire box of props, so I've been asked, it's like, did you keep anything from the film? Yes, I did. Of course I did. So I have a huge box, and it's full of props, and one of the props in there was the original book that Jonathan signed as Justin twice. So those were Jonathan's signature as Justin. So I asked, because when we film, again, one of the things I wanted to film was a series of books that Justin has written, because he is a successful writer and he has continued to write. That is his vocation. I asked for titles, and I think Jonathan's pretty dead on about what he's thinking. I think a lot of it would be like just like real life scenario situations, and we've gotten a lot of fun title ideas. I know I had a few that I was kind of playing with. I can't remember off the top of my head. Nope. What's on here now is the old one. I was going to pull up and see if I still had some of the titles I was playing with, but I've gotten a lot of ideas like When Walls Fall Down, and somebody did actually suggest the snoring one again. JC, that was you, I think, that suggested we title one Ode to a Snower, or one of those. But yeah, so join us on that dialogue and send me ideas. I get a ton of them. I asked all of you what Justin and Michael's middle names were. And that has been introduced in this first set of films. They do call each other by their middle names once or twice, just kind of teasing. Will Brooke, by any chance, find some trouble? One partner. Will Brooke find a partner? Beth? Are you?
Does Brooke ever get tied
I don't know. Is she here? I see her face, but I can't hear her. Beth, can you hear us? I don't know if she can hear me.
I've been having night though. I'm literally like 10 feet away from my phone. I'm not sure what's going on with my camera. But anyway. I wasn't positive exactly what that question was getting at. I was like, is it trouble with one of them? Are we referring to my personal relationship status?
I think just kind of at the angle of will she be able to, I think maybe he's referring to the fact that we've said that she might actually go through multiple relationships. She doesn't really settle very easily.
Yeah. I know not to give too much away in the first episode of the series. She does have a boyfriend. I'm not certain him, but we'll hear about him. But yeah, she definitely isn't in the place of Justin and Michael and pick one yet. So she'll probably go through quite a handful before and if we see her ever settle down.
Gotcha. Yeah, and Beth and I have had several conversations about Brooke and relationships and what those might unfold to look like. So it will really depend if we get to a place where we get to make more episodes, that maybe we can explore that some more and kind of possibly how Justin might help her with some of those situations and scenarios, and why does she have trouble settling down?
Oh no, relationship advice from Justin.
Justin, right? Could you imagine? But they are kind of two peas in a pod, those two.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. I don't want to give anything away. I was reading through some of the news this morning, the latest drafts, and it also looks like that Brooke has a really healthy relationship with herself. You know what I mean?
Oh God, I forgot about that.
That she does.
I thought I removed that until it was written correctly. All right. Yes. All right. Anything else? I'm backing up. Yeah, guys, I don't know. Somebody said that they were missing. Can you guys see the super chat or super sticker? Just know those are still down there, so you can make stuff stick out to us. But
they're just not available in some countries.
Is that what it was? Okay. Yeah. Let me know. Bjorn is a Milwaukee Bucks. Where's Milwaukee? Milwaukee what?
Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Okay. Are you from Wisconsin?
Yeah. I am.
I had somewhere else in my head. Oh, cheese. Okay.
I was gonna say
cheese
and the Green Bay Packers.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I know that's how I've always tried to remember, and suddenly cheese wasn't clicking. All right. What?
Brooke is so perfect and sweet. She needs someone to shake her character.
Oh, wow.
I don't know if sweet is the right word. It's the right
word.
Yeah.
I could see. I guess how she might be interpreted in some of her gestures and whatnot.
Emily made a comment here, and I want to thank you for making that comment. You commented on Dennis Wells. Dennis played Justin's father. And a lot of people, because you take the character at face value and you sometimes apply that to the person who's playing that character. And Dennis couldn't be any more unlike his character in real life. He stated in a video that was posted a week or two ago that his daughter is indeed part of the LGBT community, and he loves her and accepts her. And yes, he's a wonderful man. And I'm hopeful that his parents will indeed be reappearing in future episodes if we get to make more than just this first three. Exactly how that's going to unfold, I'm not sure yet. I've had people offer me ideas and suggestions. So we will see. But that's kind of a tricky one. But I do see his parents coming back at some point. But whether his father would ever truly accept him, I think that's a tough one. Oh, gosh, there was... Hopefully, are we doing better with sound? I haven't had people say much lately, but will Beth be second assistant director again? Very possible. And Isaiah is probably coming back to help with sound. We're waiting for confirmation from him, but it depends on filming dates. Gotcha. Connecting on a higher level. You guys, Jonathan or Bjorn, do you guys see this comment that says, "My hat's off to the cast for connecting on a higher level? They took us on a journey that made us feel invested in the characters and feel joy and love of two souls finding each other." I don't know.
That's super sweet. That's very sweet to say.
No, I haven't seen that, but it was lovely.
I think the thing, because a lot of people ask this question, Jonathan and Bjorn are friends. They have been since we filmed. They hit it off when they met at auditions. Their chemistry was instantaneous. And the reason their chemistry is instantaneous is that they are two remarkable actors. And when they were presented with these characters, I think where some people don't realize in acting or really give it a lot of thought is if you don't live in a moment and you don't make that moment real to yourself, it doesn't translate. And that's one of the things that I teach children's theater all the time. And it's something that I teach the kids all the time is be in a moment. Don't act like you're sad, be sad. Don't act like you're in love, be in love. Does that mean that translates to real life? No. So these two men, these two amazing actors, took these moments, these scenes, these characters, this one story, and made it real. So for those moments in time, they were playing two people in love, and they were able to make that translate incredibly to screen. And I think through that, that they built a trust and a bond with each other. You can't film scenes like that if you don't trust your partner. And I think one of the sweetest moments on set that I've shared before was the night that we filmed the fight that took place outside the restaurant after Michael saw Justin with his parents. That was a long night of filming, and there was a lot going on, and some of you have heard the stories now about people passing by the parking lot where we were filming. They were yelling at them. When it came to the moment where they kissed at the end of that scene, we had people like, woo, woo, making all these noises. And the two of them just stayed focused on each other and stayed focused on the moment, let those people quiet down, and they went again. They were so patient with the whole scenario, but that was a tough night. And usually as a group, we were always laughing and joking and having a great time between takes. And on this night, there was no joking. There was no playing. There was nothing. Uh-oh, this says I can't hear you. Oh, I'm back? Oh, good gracious. I don't know. But at the end of that night, when we wrapped that scene, when we wrapped the fight scene, I remember it because it was just so sweet that they hugged each other. Michael, Jonathan, and Bjorn hugged each other, and what I heard them say was, "I'm so glad you're my acting partner." And that just kind of attests to the amount of trust they had in each other, that if I give 100%, I know you're going to give 100%. So that's the end of that.
I just want to echo that I think everybody watching would agree with me that it was not an acting challenge to follow me with fear. Look at that face! Look at that face! Look at that face!
That face has a fan following.
There's a reason. There's a reason. I'm one of the fans.
Right. Oh gosh. What and actually, Jonathan and Bjorn have. There's been others, but they've challenged each other to do like physical tasks. Like I've seen them both now. Like Jonathan, I think started it where you did push-ups with your feet on a box and challenged Bjorn to do it. So then Bjorn responded, and these little videos they posted out on their social media or something. And I've kind of jokingly said I'm going to work that into an episode someday of the two of them constantly challenging their partner to do something like that. I see Justin going out on a book tour or something and then sending videos of doing pull-ups and stuff like that. And Jonathan, I didn't know you could juggle. I just learned that. So there's all sorts of things I could see them doing.
Yeah, I couldn't help it with the push-up thing. It just reminded me of being at Oaks Park. I don't know if you remember this, doing one-handed pull-ups. Trying to outlast each other.
No, I remember that. I remember that. I remember climbing on the rock wall mainly.
I don't remember that. I remember Jonathan hanging from something, but the problem was Jonathan was always kind of jumping on things and like all over the place, which was great because that is so Justin. So it was great because what a lot of people like in that scene in the Oaks Park scene when Justin jumps over the fence at the miniature golf course, we have 3 takes where Justin walked through the fence. So for 3 takes, he would go through the fence, which was great. I mean, it was what was scripted. Justin enters the fence. But then on the last take, Jonathan's like, "Can I jump over the fence?" And I'm like, "Yes." And it's just like, and it was perfect. It was so Justin. But I think that was literally 1 or 2 takes. The rest of them was him like stepping through the fence like Michael does.
Yeah, I do things more as the written Jonathan does. Which makes it perfect for our characters.
Yeah, ironically, right? Ironically.
Did Jonathan do that?
You just do your own.
Yes, I did.
Did Jonathan do his own stunts? Is that what you guys were reading?
Yeah.
What stunts did he do? I guess other than jumping on.
Just jumping and everything.
Oh, leaping out of the window.
That's right. I forgot about that. God, who wrote that? I believe it. We had to search for that dorm room to make sure that we found a dorm room with a tree outside. As a writer, the script, it was quite a journey for me because I had to, when I wrote all those locations, I was like, oh my gosh, if I ever write another screenplay, I'm going to control the situation just a little bit better because the things that I had to locate were wild. But finding a dorm room with a tree outside on the 2nd floor so he could jump out of a window. So yes, he did jump out of that window. But he was very safely protected. We had a stunt coordinator on set to make sure Jonathan was kept safe. And then the scene where
that was John Armour.
That was John
Armour.
I always think Armour. Yeah, John Armour. Here in Portland, we have a very talented fight choreographer who works with my children's theater a lot. And I asked him to come and help me construct this day so that I explained everything that was supposed to happen. So he came up with the design, everything that was in place to film and keep Jonathan safe. Jonathan.
I just want to say.
So, somebody said the fence is high.
Thanks for tuning in from the Philippines, guys.
Oh, the skydive.
Steve.
Sorry, you guys. Go ahead and talk.
Steve was asking about the short series and how long they'll each. I think if I remember, there's going to be somewhere between like 20 and 22 minutes. So when the whole series comes out, I believe they'll be released as a series. They'll all be about collectively like an hour or something. If I heard that right.
Your microphone is breaking up really bad, Beth. Just FYI. I can barely understand you. Yes, we had actually talked about that, and we'll see. It really kind of just depends. The first three for sure, because I'm funding those 100% between myself and you guys, and donations between all of us. So I will own the full copyright to the first three. But if some of the offers that we've gotten come through, then the copyright's going to be split. But for the first three, we might actually be able to put them on DVD, if that answers your question, Steve. Sire Tobin, I do believe I need your noble steed this night. That was one of my favorite lines. I don't know why. I just always thought it was funny if Justin was kind of always acting and talking kind of in a Shakespearean way, which again gives hints to him as a writer, that's just kind of how he envisions the world around him and interacts with it.
Is that a line that somebody would be interested in getting on a T-shirt?
That was Markham Emily wrote that. So I don't know. Write back and let us know if that's what you were saying, or you just saying you like that line.
Well, several times that's their favorite line.
Really? Oh, fine. So. It's time for me to sleep. Good night to you all. Love from India. Thank you so much for joining us. I know it's late. Thank you for joining. It's slightly after 10, you guys. And I think we're going to have to let these guys go so they can enjoy the rest of their Sunday. I promise we will plan another one of these down the road. If we do get to film in August, we plan to be taking tons of behind the scenes photos and videos and posting that stuff for you. I am going to, good night, he says to you. We have a lot of videos that are about to come out. We had a ton of behind the scenes footage that was taken of everybody between the scenes, but also extended scenes are about to start being released. So we're gonna start releasing a lot of those because, again, when this film was originally edited, the film was about 2 hours and 10 minutes long. And my first task was to get it down to 1 hour and 45. So to do that, I just kind of cut a line here, a line there, a phrase here, a phrase there. But it did cut out some of my favorite lines. It did cut out some sweet or serious or interesting moments. And we have found all of that. So we have, I don't know, maybe 10 videos in the queue ready to go. So we've been releasing them like one video a week. We're going to be releasing a video tomorrow to all of you. Bjorn, Jonathan, and Beth answered questions from some donators. So anybody who's donated, I don't want to say this wrong, I think it's $50 or more, gets to submit
100.
Thank you. I'm sorry. Get to submit questions that can be answered by one of our cast members. And then we have put those together in an edited video for last month's donators. And we're working on putting a video together for this month's donators. So if you want to donate to us and ask some specific questions, one of the cast will send you a shout out. And then answer those questions, but look for that video tomorrow. We'll go live for everybody. Hugs from Spain. Thank you for joining us from Spain. It means the world to us. What is that, Jonathan? Meow.
His cat's name.
Did somebody ask what his cat's name is? What's Jonathan's cat's name? I see the question now. Have I seen your cat? I've seen your dog. Thank you guys for all you do. Thank you for supporting us and making us going forward possible. Nice place for the purple ghost orchid in Michael's window. Oh, you mean in the film when it was sitting on the side table? Yes, thank you. Yeah, I tried to integrate a lot of stuff into the background as often as I could, so if people are watching closely, you'll see it. I still have the purple ghost orchid. I still have, like I said, I have a whole box of props left over. I have their wedding rings. I have all sorts of stuff. Okay, last questions for anybody, you guys, and then we're gonna.
It looks like Nate can ask another question about the next live. I don't know if we have anything scheduled, but do you think we're going to do this again before we start filming?
I would love to. Yes, I'm really hoping we're going to have some upcoming exciting news to share with you guys. Like I said, there's several things in the works kind of behind the scenes. So until something is official and things are signed, we're not going to share anything yet. Yes, when we have filming dates, we will let you guys know. And then once we start going, and we actually have had one person donating at the level that hopefully COVID dependent, that he is going to come and be on the set with us. So we will have that happening as well. Yeah, so there's lots of exciting things going on. I think the next 3 to 4 weeks is going to tell us a lot about COVID and whether we can go forward in Oregon. We are getting our set stuff ready. I have to have PPE on hand. I have to have antiviral wipes. I have to have all these things in place to keep the cast as safe as possible. So we're working on all that, but if we can make it all happen and COVID stays under control in Oregon, we will be going forward. So yeah, just keep your eyes open on YouTube. We will post as soon as we plan. I love chatting with you guys and with these guys, and so keep talking to us though. Talk to us on YouTube. We're paying attention and we are listening to you. So it means the world to us. Oh, and I did contact Netflix. I saw somebody say I contacted Netflix for you guys. Thank you. Feel free. If you go to our film under the description, there's a link to Netflix. You can click on it, and when you arrive on the page, all you have to do is type in the name of our film and submit. And who knows? It could happen. And whether it happens or not, this has been phenomenal and so much more than I had ever thought would happen. So for doing this for the fans, we really appreciate it. We appreciate you guys a great deal, Julia. Thank you. Anything else? Last minute thoughts?
Just thank you so much for your support and for watching the film. It just means the world to me and I'm sure to the rest of us as well. Thank you.
Last.
Thank you for waking up or staying up.
We thank you for getting up, Bjorn.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Those of you who came late, Bjorn, almost missed the live stream. Beth, last words?
You didn't.
Thank you guys for all the support. Those of you who have been able to donate anything or buy merchandise, really every penny helps. So even just giving one copy a month could be beneficial.
All right. Please stay safe out there with everything going on. Please support your neighbors and those going through a hard time right now. Fully support the Black Lives Matter protests that are going on. Equality for all doesn't mean equality is less for somebody else, but right now we have a race in need, and we all need to make our voices heard, especially if we are not part of that race. We need the world and our government and our people to know that that's important to all of us, because all of us deserve equality and all of us deserve to live our lives peacefully. So thank you guys. God bless you. We'll look forward to seeing you soon and talking to you again. Again, from the bottom of my heart and the cast, we thank you and we love you. And we will look forward to talking soon and having more updates. So thank you for making all this possible.
Bye.
Yep. Bye-bye.